Don't leave, let's take a bet. Watch carefully. A sexy beauty is coming this way. Let's guess. How many people will look back at her? Nicky said 3. Jess said at least 7. At this time, a local gambler on the side said, I bet 5. The 3 began to count carefully. A total of 8 people turned around. Jess dances with joy. She won. At this time, the gambler came to the interest. Just take out $1,000. Propose another round. This time they bet on which team on the field will foul first. The gambler guessed it was the green team.
I'm holding! Number 77! Allow that!
However, this time Nicky won. The gambler is very unconvinced. He raises to $5,000. He wants to bet one more time. The next player will pass or run.
They run.
Nicky lost a little bit and decided to withdraw. But the gambler is just playing hard. He wants another game. Bet $10,000 directly. Nicky is excited. This time, bet on whether a player can catch the ball. But Nicky is a fiasco again. Jess is in a hurry and persuades him to stop. But at this time, Nicky has already headed up. He raised again to $100,000. The gambler smiled and said he was not at all cowardly. But the result is that Nicky lose again. Now he's completely lost his mind. Go to the gambler. Say let's go on $1 million this time. The gambler laughed. You have so much money?
Yeah, I do.
Nicky grabbed Jess's handbag and dumped all the money on the table. No betting on the competition this time. Play something bigger. Draw poker points directly. Big win.
You're crazy. I like it.
The gambler readily agrees, but this time he wasn't so lucky. Turned out a 5. But when he saw the card in Nicky's hand, he laughed, because it's a 3 of hearts. Jess collapsed directly to the ground. Just a few minutes. All their money is gone. At this time, Nicky is completely obsessed. Turned around and said 2 words. Double it. And what's even more crazy is that he said he let the gambler chooses a random number of uniforms among the players in the audience. Then let Jess guess. This kind of play, even the gambler find it incredible. But he can't give up the money that others gave. So the gambler took telescope. Start observing players on the field. Soon the corners of his mouth rose. He selected. Jess nervously took the telescope. Just gotta choose. She panicked. If they lose again, it's really over. But at this moment, she suddenly saw a familiar figure. Isn't that their good friend Farhad? Number 55.
Oh, fucking way! That is
It turns out that Nicky, Jess and their companions on the court, all professional liars. But this action, Jess was kept in the dark without knowing it.
You're not mad? Am I right?
Yes! You're fucking right!
The gambler is not angry. He rather excited. The happiness that money buys is worth it. The two return to the car. Jess is so happy. She asked excitedly, how did you know the gambler would choose the number 55? It started out in the morning. The gambler fell into Nicky's trap. In the elevator, in the lobby, even the doorman's clothes are marked with the number 55. And from the hotel to the stadium, there are hints all over the place. The number 55 has already quietly entered his brain. So as soon as he picked up the binoculars, immediately selected number 55. He thought it was his intuition. But he didn't know that it was all tailor-made for him. Human desires are endless. But remember, don't be swallowed by desire. Don't be overwhelmed by greed.